I don't know how this is even possible, but I just discovered the best sounding reverb plugin. It's not new, and I did have it on my computer, and I did bought it a long time ago. I did bought it in the bundle package, but I'm really not sure how. I didn't even try it. So just recently I came up to the post or something like this, and then I saw like there's a one small white plugin, and I'm not sure what it is. I just saw it, and then I searched online about it, and I checked the price, everything, and it happened that I already have it on my computer, and I never used it. Now I'm like super impressed of its sound. So if you follow up my music or my channel, you know that I've been giving a lot of attention to the atmospheres and single shot sounds, and in general that my music, and that I like the music that is kind of more atmospheric. And when it comes to the ambiental music and the music with a lot of single shots and the atmospheres and all these different kinds of textures, the reverb and delay, they play a huge role. They will give this character to all of the sounds. So when it comes to the reverb plugins, what I'm looking for usually for single shot sounds is the big reverb. And when I say big, it not necessarily mean just the long ones, but there is something in few of them only that can create like super filled up feedback of the whole reverb. So in general, if you follow again my channel, then you know that I'm being like huge fan of Black Hole, and this is for me like the ultimate reverb and the best sounding one. Definitely, I did try all the Valhalla. I thought that I tried all the Valhalla, but it looks like I didn't try the proper one. So I did try like the Supermassive, I did try the plates and everything, but somehow I didn't like how they sounded. Again, I tried the FabFilter Pro R. I did use CRS Hall in the past a lot, but I think it's pretty old and I don't think they are still developing it. I did try many of them, and somehow only Black Hole was that one that if I use any other, just when I compare them, sound quality was way better when I use Black Hole. Now, this is only what I talk about is just the big reverbs, and the difference between big and smaller ones is huge, because big reverbs or the big tails of reverb I'm going to use only on the elements that are kind of impulse. They're going to have short length information, for example like 3 notes like da-da-dun, or one shot, or so if they're happening once and then they disappear, then I'm using these long ones, because these tails is something that I'm looking for to build in my music. And all these tails, when they start merging in one to each other, they create something that's very beautiful to my taste. So Black Hole, and in the past I used to use a lot EOS from Audio Damage. This one is maybe the biggest sounding, while Black Hole is similar to it, but somehow it's just better sounding Black Hole. And now I just discovered Valhalla Shimmer. It's really weird that I didn't know about it, but it really doesn't matter. So let's jump on it. So it's really simple. Mix basically dry and wet, shift. Now, what does the shimmer means? Shimmer is the type of the effect that people used to use back in the days when they put it like a long reverbs, and then they were pitching up or pitching down these tails or this reverb effect. So this is what they used to call shimmer, and now the guys from Valhalla, they decided to make the Shimmer plugin. By default, when you install it, it's going to be mono, it's going to be single, and it's going to be bright over here, and the pitch shift is going to be on 12. So for this case, I open Spire, and I'm gonna use this Anjuna plug, this one. This is the preset I used many times. And in general, why did I open Spire? Spire is really good for the plug effect, and all the plugs from, not all, but a lot of plugs sounds from Spire sound really nice. So I'll just shorten up the release because I want it to be a bit shorter. And I will maybe open a cutoff. So I just have a little bit more of this high frequency information in order to, in the best way to present the Valhalla. So without Valhalla, with every time I'm trying to present Valhalla, I press 2 notes in the same time for some reason. We're gonna say dark. No? Yeah. So, Valhalla. It's so big, it's so wonderful. But this shift over here, this is something I'm not looking for. I mean, I might use it in some cases, but in general, I just want to have like super big reverbs. So now if I set it to 0, really it does sound wonderful, but reverb mode is in mono, which I definitely don't advise you to do. I don't see any reason why I would use a reverb as on mono. Maybe there's something, but for our type of the music and everything, I'm always more to go as wide as possible, as I can always control how wide it's going to be. And if the plugin itself, it has this option, then I will use the widest option, and I will control on my channel like how wide I want it to be, as we in Cubase we have the stereo combined. So for example, like this is now the stereo, and I can reduce that. So pitch mode is single. In this case, I would use dual. And let's say I would go in bright over here, as usually I'm really trying to pass to everyone that the reverb itself, if you put on the elements that contain a lot of high information, they can really destroy your mix. So usually in some cases I put a reverb and I cut all the highs after like 2K, 5K. Also like in Pro R, we have the EQ and when we have a decay. So maybe just a little bit of reflections or a little bit of reverb on the feedback, just at the beginning on the high information, and then as it passes to move more in the mids. Somehow it makes the whole sounds to get a bit more 3D. And if we put a lot of reverb and we have a lot of high information, it's a kind of unnatural situation, because usually if we have the big spaces like this, that means that the high information will disappear way faster than the mids and lower ones. So it's kind of natural that we have on the reverb like maybe a little bit of highs and then they go down. This is kind of normal way. So I would always use this dark mode. It sounds amazing. It's really massive. It's really big. So let's go through the options. As I already said, mix, dry and wet, pitch shift, feedback, how long the feedback is going to be, but this is connected to the pitch shift. Diffusion, as we all know, the reverb is the same as a delay, but the delay will have like a one voice, and then maybe we can set it on stereo and whatsoever, and we set by time like how often it's going to repeat it. While reverb, it's taken out from the nature, because let's say that this room, I have like six surfaces, ceiling, up, left, front and back, and if I didn't have any absorption over here, if I clap my hands, then this waveform that my hands will produce will go in every direction. And because of different distances from where the source happened or where the clap happened, it will need this much time to come from one point to another, so it will use a way different sounds. And as sound wave will go in every direction, it means there will be like tons of them. So it's like reverb is delay with a lot of voices, and the delay time from each of these small particles will be different, because they will need different time. Let's say that here is like 2 meters, here is like 1.5, so this one that is 1.5 is going to come sooner. So from every direction they're going to come in different times, and they're going to create a lot of particles, and that way to create this reverberation. Basically it's only a delay. So the diffusion is like how many of them we're going to have, like how much diffuse they're going to be. If I put it on 0, size, so it's acting as a delay, because it is a delay, but reverb is just a different type of a delay. So the size, but by increasing diffusion, we're gonna create something that sounds like a reverb. Ooh. Low cut I would put to around 200, maybe less, 150. Wonderful. Let's say some other sounds. Let's try other sounds. Woo! I'm just muting the reverb and delay. Will be nice. Let's try some bass notes. So really beautiful. So let's compare it with Black Hole. So once again, I'm gonna move, actually I'm gonna open Omnisphere for this case, okay? I'm gonna reduce the level of the LFO tool, because LFO tool on this long reverbs, they can sound really nice as it goes. Like there's a huge tail of the reverb and then you put the ducking effects like dan, and it's going to sound really nice. So I'm gonna go to synth shorts. And this is without, like. Really nice. It sounds amazing. So let's go to, let's say synth basses. Let's customize it a little bit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so. And in combination with ducking effect, if I go like. Really nice. And all these tails that are just staying behind, like, they create something that's really unique sounding in my case, and I really love them. So in general, this is definitely my favorite reverb plugin from now on, especially for the single shot sounds. I wouldn't use it on repetitive sequences like arps, melodies, drums or whatever, because I believe that these two big ones, we just need to leave some space for the tails, as this is what they create the best. So I'm just gonna compare it with, let's say, Black Hole. Okay, so this one, right? Black Hole sounds nice, but as you can hear, it's way shorter. I can put a bit more size to it, but still. It's good. If I turn on EOS, which used to be my favorite one, just on 50 to all to be the same. Somehow it disappeared too soon, while Shimmer, yeah, that is just wonderful. Really, I really like it, and I really don't know how it's possible that I didn't know for this, but I guess it happens, and now it makes me to go and dig more and to see who knows what is there that I didn't know about. Anyway, I really wanted to share this with you because I'm really digging this one. It's definitely my favorite reverb plugin, and you can use the link below to buy it as my affiliate. I'm joking, I don't do any affiliate, but anyway, it's something that's really worth of this $50, but also you can put it on your list of buying and then spectate if there's changes, like maybe some Black Fridays or some special deals. So this is how I'm buying my plugins, and I always have every month I put €100 from aside just for the plugin samples and whatsoever, because I really believe that the tools that we have, as I see the fashion and videos on YouTube, more is like, oh, this is free, this is the best free VST instrument. There are some good free VST instruments and plugins, but honestly, I do believe that certain tools are necessary, not necessary, but they're gonna make our work way easier and with a way better quality. So this plugin, I don't know, like it's amazing. Black Hole I bought for 29, and I saw that Supermassive, or the Shimmer, is now for $50. So I think it's really worth of it. Anyway, you can decide yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon with another video. Bye.